She's back, y'all. She's back, okay? Like she never left. Did you call me? What did you say? Huh? Yeah, all day. All live long day. Listen to my heart go ride, 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 boot up. Da, 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 da. My heart go ride, 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 it just won't stop. It go ride, 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 boot up. Da, 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 da. Hey guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Guys, I know I have not been consistent lately, and I really I don't know what to tell you. I have recorded a few videos, but they haven't turned out the way I wanted them to, so I just, you know, I don't want to put trash on my channel, you know what I'm saying? So I'd rather just not be here at all than give you guys stuff that I'm not happy with. Anyways, so today I'm coming at y'all with an updated braid out tutorial. I haven't done a braid out on my channel, I think, since my hair was like blonde or honey brown or whatever. So it's definitely time for an updated braid out tutorial. Now, a lot of you guys will write comments on my YouTube videos or on my Instagram and be like, man, I wish my hair would come out like this. What am I doing wrong? Blah, blah, blah. So we're coming back with a detailed tutorial for y'all boys. But first of all, what I first want to do or mention, if your hair is not healthy or your ends aren't moisturized or they're like breaking at the ends and blah blah blah, your braid outs or any style that you do is not going to turn out right. So first of all, you want to make sure your hair is healthy. Now, this video is not sponsored, but Cream of Nature just sent me some more products. Y'all just shout out to Cream of Nature. You guys are the MVPs. So they sent this Plex breakage defense treatment. It rebuilds the bonds in your hair for anyone that has color damage, heat damage, or just dryness of hair. You know, once your hair is colored or you put heat on it or anything, you're doing a little something to it. So the more you can build your hair back up, the better. So I'm going to start off by using their Plex Breakage Defense Bond Mender Pre-Treatment. And I don't know if it's like a pre-poo or whatever, but you're supposed to use this before you shampoo your hair. So I guess in a way that's a pre-poo. I also have the shampoo and conditioner that goes along with this. So for my wash day, these are the products that I'm going to be using. The Plex Breakage Defense Restoring Shampoo and Restoring Conditioner. So I'm going to put this in my hair really quick as a pre-poo, just to make sure, you know, my braid out is, you know, in tip-top shape. Got to start from the root of the problem. You know what I'm saying? It says you can start off on wet or dry hair. I'm just going to start off on dry hair. Alright, so I'm going to leave this treatment in my hair for 10 minutes and then I'm going to wash and condition my hair. I'm not going to show you guys all that. And I know you guys are probably wondering, like, okay girl, get to the braid out tutorial. But my point, mostly, I just want you to know you can do all the steps that any YouTuber does. If you're not starting off on like a blank canvas, it's not going to turn out the way you want. And that's why a lot of you guys are just like, why is my hair not turning out right? Blah, blah. It's because you need to start off on healthy hair so that you get healthy hair looking results. You know what I'm saying? So don't be afraid of doing treatments, trimming those ends, cutting off anything damaged hair. Some damage can be, you know, fandangled with, but some damage you just need to let it go. Okay, so my hair is washed, deep conditioned, and all that fun stuff. So I have my Jamaican black castor oil in here. You guys already know the drill. I always oil my scalp and then I go in with my Groove Vanity Planet scalp massager every time because it just helps like get that blood flow to my scalp, which promotes hair growth. You guys know I say it a million times. You already know I have the coupon code for your girl. So I'm gonna do that for a couple of minutes. And then my last step before I do any type of style, I put in a leave-in conditioner. I'm always using different types of leave-in conditioners because my favorite one is the one by Cream of Nature, but it ran out and I can't find it in stores. So right now I'm just using the Poppin' Pineapple Collection So Smooth leave-in conditioner. Okay, so every time I have achieved a perfect braid out, it has always come down to this product right here. This is the Main Choice Ancient Egyptian 24 karat glistening gold twisting gel, and let me tell you, this gel never does me wrong. It just never fails me. It always gives me the perfect holds without like a crunch or anything. And this is not sponsored, but this is just how I feel. It is pricey, okay, it's like $15 or something, but you know, Sally's always letting them buy one get one, so just get there on a good day. Okay, so I went ahead and did this half of my hair just to kind of give you guys an example of what we got going on here. So for me, I like to do medium-sized sections or medium-sized braids because I feel like for my length of hair, medium size gives me the perfect curl pattern. If your hair is shorter than mine, I would suggest you do smaller braids. If your hair is longer than mine, you can do any type braid you want and it's gonna come out looking great. But if your hair is short, I would suggest the shorter the hair, the smaller the section, so you get a better curl definition. And like I always tell you guys, coil the ends. That's what really gives your hair a really tight, neat look at the bottom. Do not, and I repeat, do not braid your hair all the way to the end. Braid 70% and then coil the last 30% if you can. So I'm just going to show you how I do a few of my braids just to give you guys a little bit of an idea. Also, you really want to make sure that your hair is nicely trimmed. If your ends are dry and damaged, your hair is going to turn out very frizzy at the ends. A lot of people say like their hair is defined at the top and then frizzy at the ends. It's because your ends are dry. Here's a quick example of what I'm talking about. This is a braid out I did last year. My hair is defined at the top, but my ends are very frizzy because they're dry. Make sure your ends are taken care of if you want to have the perfect braid out. Come on, somebody. Taking a decent amount of product, put it on my hair. And then my next tip, make sure your hair is thoroughly detangled. Like, make sure your hair is extremely detangled because it helps a lot with the takedown process and it helps to combat frizz as well. If your hair is detangled really nicely, then when you're taking your hair down, much easier and it's gonna cause way less frizz. So now I'm just gonna do a regular braid and speed this part up. So now that I'm down, I have this much hair left. I'm just going to get a little more gel on my fingers and then I'm gonna coil the rest of my hair. So as you can see, this much of my hair is braided, about 70% of my hair is braided, and then this much is coiled. I just think it gives it such a better look when you undo your hair the next day. All right, so I'm gonna do one more for you guys, and then I'm gonna just speed up the entire video. Spritz my hair with water. Add my product. And then I'm gonna detangle. And then I'm going to braid my hair all the way down. Alright you guys, I am 100% done braiding up all my hair. Make sure you're just doing braids the size that fits for your hair texture, like the thinness or the thickness of your hair. If your hair is really thick, do your braids a lot smaller. If your hair is really thin, you might want to do your braids a lot thicker. You can get the right curl pattern that you're looking for. So anyways, this is what I have going on. I know someone's going to ask me how many braids do I have in my hair. You know what? I'll count it for you. Alright, so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
I have 27 braids in my head, and this is what it looks like in the back. So normally when I do my braids at night, because it's like 7 o'clock now, I would sit under a dryer for at least 30 minutes to an hour to kind of speed up the drying process, and then I'll air dry throughout the rest of the night and take them out in the morning. Another key to having a pop and braid out is to make sure your hair is 100% dry. So I don't want to take any chances tomorrow morning. So I'm going to sit under a dryer for a little bit, and then I'm going to wrap my hair in my satin and then go to sleep, and then I will see you guys in the morning. Hey you guys, so it's the next day and my hair is 100% dry. I don't know how many times I have to say that is major key to make sure your hair is 100% dry. The next step, and probably one of the most important steps, honestly all the steps are important, like you just can't do one without the other. So the separation portion of taking these braids down is extremely important. So I always use grapeseed oil on my hands. So I'm just gonna put oil on my hair really quick, and then I'm gonna put it on my hands again while I'm taking them down. So I went ahead and did half of my hair off camera just so I could speed this up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Here is the definition, my good sis. This is just, you know, you can't make this up. This is good stuff. We're gonna get into it. So I will say, one reason why I prefer twist outs sometimes is because the takedown of twist outs is so much easier. It takes so long to take braids out of my head because you have to be so careful, and like twist outs, they kind of just like slide out of your head, but a braid out, it's hard-headed. You just gotta be extra careful with the braid outs, and you have to take so much time, which I'm about to show you right now. So putting more oil on my hands, and then, like I said, be super careful. So with braid outs, I'm literally having to separate them like one by one. I'm getting my 3 pieces that I braided in the first place, and then I'm just like undoing it. So here we have them. Honestly, like I said before, the better you put your braids in, the easier it will be to take the braids out. So if you're being neat putting them in, the takedown process will be a lot easier, but it's still going to take a long time. Okay, so this is the definition of the braid out, and you can't tell me that this is not popping. The glory is here. Show you guys the back. And I know a lot of people would prefer to leave, well, not a lot of people, but some people would prefer to leave their braid out like this. And I will tell you, if you leave it like this and let it grow throughout the week, it'll last a lot longer. But I just can't do it. I just can't do it. It's too flat. It's too uniform. So I'm gonna go ahead and separate these braids. Also, during the separating process, you have to be very careful, again, to make sure you don't cause frizz, or at least keep the frizz to a minimum. At some points, you just can't help it, but if you can keep it to a minimum, then you're in good shape. So I'm gonna split my hair, and when it comes to separating, I literally just separate. Sometimes you can kind of see where the hair wants to go. I've said this a million times, like you can kind of see where the hair wants to separate sometimes. Sometimes you can't, but most of the times you should be able to catch it and pull it apart. Alright, so right here you can see the difference between separated and not separated. So you can choose what side you want to be on, but I'm trying to be on this side, you feel me? Alright, so the hair is fluffed, but I'm still not done. Now honestly, everything after this is completely optional, and you do not have to do any of these steps. We're gonna bring this to another level. So first thing I'm gonna do is get the front of my hair right real quick. Okay, and the last step, which I promise is the most optional step out of the 10,000 steps we just did, is to stretch your hair with a blow dryer or whatever way you plan on stretching your hair. It's really so optional, but I promise you it's gonna take your braid out to new heights. Now, just a pro tip, if you do stretch your hair with a blow dryer, make sure you leave the top alone. Part here, don't stretch it out because you want to keep the definition on the top and then stretch the bottom. So I'm just going to use Heat Protectant by Tresemme. It's the Keratin Smooth Heat Protectant that I always use. I will leave the link down below. And then I'm going to blow dry my hair section by section. Just the roots, not the entire thing, just the roots, as you're going to see. Okay, do you guys see the difference? It's longer and it's a lot more full. It gives it a lot more body. So I'm just gonna let my edges sit. I'm gonna do it on my face just a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys the final look of my perfected braid out. There we have it. All good and gravy, ready to go. This is how I achieved my perfect braid out. Well, we'll do quote unquote perfect because nothing is ever perfect. I'll give you a close up. And you see why I said to leave the top, don't blow dry it, because underneath is not as defined because I blow dried it and stretched it out. But when you leave the top alone, it's like nothing ever happened. You feel me, sis? So that's just how we're growing and glowing today, you guys. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video of my braid outs, achievements, success. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. Other than that, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. And